time I became an obsessed stalker. But I was desperate and insecure. I feel like every time texting him became an addiction, a drug. And I started to pop my booty outside of his classroom. Screenshot if he thinks you're Soraya, by the way. Sorry, I just don't want to cry right now. Oh, thumbnail. Thumbnail. I know, just go like this. Just go. Hi, I'm Soraya, age 20, New York State, and today I'll be talking about the time I became an obsessed stalker. Back in middle school, by the way. Just so you guys don't think I'm like crazy and stuff. It all started, I actually don't remember what month. I need to double check really quick. Okay, so I don't really know the month. This all started in November, December, 7 years ago of 2019. I was in 7th grade and I just, was just so full of life, I had a new friend group. I was just thriving with the popular girls because, yeah, I was with the popular girls, not even trying to brag or anything. And I remember one of my friends, this one started it all. She came up to me and she was like, I like this guy. And I'm just like, oh, crazy, who? And she's like, this guy.
Miss Jackson.
I don't think I really want to say his name. Loca. I like this guy, Loca, and, I think he's really cute. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. I was like, let me see. And then she showed me and I'm like, wow, he's ugly. And, I was just such a lively kid. Like, just saying things just kind of just made me, like, laugh a little bit. I'll never forget that day. My other friend, Bella, she actually came up to me and she was like, let's go tell Tinkerbell's crush that, she liked him and stuff. And we were just going wild, just crazy kids, just thinking out of our brains. And I was just like, you know what? Let's do it. So I honestly just remember going to his locker and kind of just slamming myself against it. And I took a deep breath and I said, Tinkerbell likes you. The chuckle was needed because I did, in fact, laughed off and ran. I can recreate it because obviously I don't have a video. My friend is a crush on you. Oh, that was fat of me. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking much of it. I thought it was like a harmless prank. But later that night, everything in my life would have changed for the worst. I was on Snapchat on my mom's phone because I did not have a device because I am Haitian and my mom is strict at the time. I have full freedom now, so don't even try. And I just got a Snapchat ad that night and my heart kind of dropped. And it was, wait, what was his name? It was Loca. And I just instantly asked him, do you like Tinkerbell? And he said something along the lines of, oh, I don't really know her. And he said he'll see. And I was happy for her because I wanted my friend to be happy. Even though at the start it was kind of like low-key toxic of me to be like, oh, like, tell her crush or whatever. I wanted her to be happy at the end because that at the time was my best friend. And what really caught my eye was the last message she sent me, which was my username, Vicky Nikki, aka the snack. But he put a sweating emoji with a tongue that goes like this. And my heart kind of skipped a beat because I was like, wait a minute, was he trying to flirt? And I honestly think that was like the downfall of our relationship. The following days went on. I would constantly remind him, hey, Tinker has a crush on you, or I would text him nonsense. I actually don't remember what I texted him. I would randomly text him. I had this problem in middle school where I would just, everybody that I texted, I would just text him BS like every single day just to like make it known like, hey, I'm alive, well, and here. It got to the point where I started to question myself, am I in love? And is he in love as well? Because he would low-key text me back and talk to me back as if that's not like any other normal human interaction, I'm not gonna lie. But I was desperate and insecure, and any type of interaction from a man, I thought that they wanted me because it's like, why not? I think one day, I actually don't remember how he found out I had a crush on him low-key, but either Tinker told him, or one day I was like, I think it's time to confess my feelings, because I just feel like it's just going on for too long to where I just can't. Like, I like you. So I texted him a paragraph. I used to do that a lot. On actually how much I was in love with him. I always said in the paragraph, so if you don't like me back like that, then it's fine. But I do deeply love you. And I think he responded with an okay. Just straight to the point where he didn't really care. So I kind of took that as a, maybe this is the start of something new. It has to be the start of something new. I used to constantly make group chats with Tinkerbell, without Tinkerbell, but definitely with the Loca boy and Bella, and he added his best friend to kind of sorry, he would add his friend to kind of insult me and stuff, because I think they just took me as a joke. Yeah, we would make these group chats kind of to have an excuse to talk. I assume I have about, I think, 5 group chats with him in it, and we would send things of Tinkerbell because we were rude. I will admit that. Maybe myself as well, so I could, you know, probably get him to, you know, reply to the message and be like, wow, you are actually such a gem. Text me separately and let's get on to business. Sorry. It's just a lot for me, because it's just like, why did I have to do this? I think the stalking became a problem when I would go outside his classrooms so I could be seen. All I could do was think about him and go outside his classrooms and make sure he knows that I was in the area every time. Texting him became an addiction, a drug. I couldn't stop texting him. I would text him paragraphs every other week about the same ish, that I was in love with him, that I wanted him to love me back, but if he didn't have those type of feelings, to just know that I was always there. I think, ow, my boobs are itchy. Has anyone's nipples been really itchy recently? I don't know if there's like TMI or inappropriate, but I mean, we all have them. I just feel like it's just probably like the Mercury retrograde or something. I don't know. I have this one memory where it was my lunchtime and his classroom was actually right next to the cafeteria, and at the time I was obsessed with Daniel Cohen, and if you guys know, you know, she did the whole I don't forget it all about the things they do. I say I love you anyway. You can twerk rolling this, you racking up them, your body popping, your booty popping, I'm proud to call you my and I just used to do that way too often, and I was like, okay, maybe he'll think I'm funny, quirky, and kind of like the girl next door, dream girl, if I, you know, did that. And I did. I stuffed a pencil case in my pants, my skinny jeans, and I put a hoodie on my head, and I started to pop my booty outside of his classroom in hopes that he would find it funny. I thought, you know, it was kind of gonna be like, he's gonna see me and be like, she's crazy. She's fine. So sorry, I actually just got embarrassed. Oh, don't see me. Yeah, well, that didn't work. He didn't care, and he probably actually thought I was a little bit more weird. I remember that this time where I was running for student council and I wanted to win it for attention. I was going for treasurer because no one was gonna vote me for president. Like, everyone else was trying to go for president and I just didn't have time for that. But I had another crush and I had a big crush on him as well. So I was like, okay, maybe I can, you know, kind of suppress my crush for the first one with the next one. And when I won, because obviously, I texted Loka and I was like, hey, did you hear the news over the speaker? And he was like, what? And I was like, well, I won. And he didn't care. I was probably blocked on the 4th time. Yeah, I was blocked a lot. 1,000,000%. We were crazy. It was a crazy life. It was like, I think one of the biggest hiccups in the relationship, one of the rockiest of roads, the time where I was humiliated. This is kind of hard for me to talk about because, like, I know I've been crying like this entire interview, but it's just like, it's so hard because it's just, this is like when I knew I was insane. So it was, I don't even know what day of the week it was, so don't even ask me that question. But I remember I just walked into school and my friend Bella was like, did you see my story? And I was like, no. Again, had barely any access to a phone. And I think my mom was locked in on her phone that night. And I was like, no, why? And she was like, go look. And I proceeded to press on her story. And there was a YOLO. If you're not familiar with YOLOs, it was like an anonymous app. You post it on your Snapchat and you're like, ask me questions. It's anonymous, so you can ask any question. I won't swipe and be like, oh, you're a weirdo for asking that. And someone swiped up and said, screenshot if you think Sarai's ugly. And Bella posted it on her story. And come to find out, 22 people screenshotted that story that morning. And I was just in shock. I didn't know what I was going to do. And she was like, it was Loka. And I was like, wow. To this day, I don't know who screenshotted it. But when I do, well, I will never find out. I don't really care anymore. But if you know you screenshotted it, that's actually messed up. And honestly, can you screenshot now? Actually, I probably don't look that good. So you guys are probably gonna screenshot and like warp my. So that morning, I was just crying in class. Okay, I need to stop doing that because it's making my hair look gross. That morning, I was just crying in class. I was just to myself, I don't even think I got past like 2 periods. I was just bawling my eyes out, and I remember I went to the bathroom, and my beautiful friend Hazel, she encountered me in the bathroom just crying, and she was like, what happened? And I was like, you know, I explained the story, how the YOLO and the 22 screenshots and the ugly girl, and I was just so sad. And I was like, she was like, who did that? And I was like, it was Loka. Maybe even his friend, white boy M. As I was, you know, thinking about it, I was thinking to myself, I have to confront him. And that's what I did. Later during lunch, I don't know why he was actually in my lunch period. Maybe I followed him to his. I don't even remember the story. But I remember I went up to him and I was like, why would you post that? And at this point I already stopped crying low-key, so it's like the tears can't even like suffice for like my words or whatever. But I was like, why would you swipe up? And he was like, that wasn't even me, that was white boy M. Yeah? Okay, I'm gonna go sing happy birthday. I'll be right back. Berry chantilly cake from Whole Foods. I'll save you for later. Okay, all I know that I remember, I don't know if I said this, but Loka said that it was white boy M who swiped up on the YOLO and said such a hurtful comment. It's just so hard because it's just like, why would you do that? But in that moment, when he said that, it lifted a weight off my shoulders, because you didn't say that. You didn't want to break my heart. Your friend did. But it wasn't you. And in my in my head, it like altered my brain chemistry too. Oh, so you don't think I'm ugly and you're in love with me. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot. I definitely wrote him a paragraph that day saying that it was okay for what he did. What happened was okay. I'm not upset at him. I actually fell a little more in love, but I also needed to take a step back. And that night I decided to post myself. If you are familiar with Find Female Friday, you either post your female crush or, well, actually I think you only post yourself. You post yourself and you caption FFF, Find Female Friday. And I was actually in a blue top as well. It was actually a jersey, soccer Adidas jersey actually, and I kind of felt like that was a little bit, what's the word? It kind of went with Loca because he was, I think he played soccer, not 100% sure. I think one of my most insane, bizarre moments was kind of leaking his cousin's twerking video, which I'm not proud about. Someone sent me her twerking video, and me and my friends, by the way, were kind of sending it in different group chats with other people because we were insane and disgusting. And I just remember one day I got caught and I got snitched on actually by my freaking friends, and she asked who was it and they said me. Thank you. Remember, I was just like, it wasn't me though. I was like, I don't know how it got on my phone. I don't know how it got sent around, but it wasn't me. And I got out of that because she's also wasn't probably gonna fight me because she doesn't really care. The last time he unblocked me it was COVID. And I remember I was like, I want to be unblocked. I want to be on that man's phone. I want to be on his Snapchat. Me, I want to. So I texted my friend Zaria. And I was like, Zaria, what you're gonna do is I'm going to pretend to say a really big I'm so sorry apology to Jose via you, and then you're gonna screenshot and send it to him as if I didn't want you to, but you did because you want us together. And I remember saying, Zaria, he's not gonna forgive me. He's never gonna love me as much as I love him. Oh, I don't think I said all. I definitely said something along the lines of that because I was just an idiot, biggest one as well. And she sent it to him and he unblocked me, but we didn't have a conversation until the day that Kobe Bryant died. I remember I was actually doing a TikTok trend where, if you know, you know, you send everyone a snap of, there was a certain like TikTok lyric, and I remember he told me to leave him alone, and he just sounded so sad. It wasn't a leave me alone, nigga. It was gonna just leave me alone, I'm not in the mood. I remember I asked him, I was like, what's wrong? And he was like, not today, Soraya. And I was like, why? And he was like, Kobe Bryant died. I think he said Kobe Bryant died. I found out and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry for your loss. Baby, he didn't know him. Like, it's not his loss. Like relax. And at that day, the feelings kind of just, I just feel so bad because the harassing every single day. I made TikToks sending it to him, you know, just trying to be out there in love, but the feelings were reciprocated and I just couldn't handle that. I really couldn't, and I apologize. Even though he doesn't really care. What's crazy is that the other day in the mall, I actually almost bumped into him because we were walking and I didn't know that he worked at this place. And I remember I was not even paying attention, and I was just like walking, and then I looked up and he was there. I was like, but he didn't notice me. I hope he didn't, because I'm pretty sure it looked gross that day. So no shade, ignore it, just freaking ignore it. To anyone out there struggling with obsession with a boy, I just want to let you know that you are crazy. Don't be obsessed with men. It does nothing for you, especially if they don't like you back. Just ignore it. Just actually ignore it. Ignore the feelings. Actually ignore it. Just ignore it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my insane story time that I probably talked about 1,000 times, but here's like not like kind of more in depth. I love you guys a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.